And I sat down with Israeli Deputy Foreign Minister Tzipi Hotovely to chat more about how the U.S. is helping stop Israel from being negatively singled out around the world. Last year, President Trump, then candidate Trump, spoke at AIPAC, and he said the day of treating Israel like a second-class citizen will end on day one when I'm president. Well, he's been president for a little over 2 months now. How do you think he's fulfilling that promise?
Well, first of all, we definitely feel a new spirit coming from Washington when it comes to the UN. We've seen a very clear demand from this American administration, including the American ambassador at the UN, that Israel won't be singled out all the time, that will be put on the accusation issues all the time, time after time, and the UN has forgotten his main work. His main work is actually to fight all the dark leadership in the world and not to, take care of Israel, which is the only democratic system in the Middle East.
Well, Minister Hotovely, when President Trump was a candidate here at AIPAC last year, he said that he would move the U.S. Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. Now, you were part of the team that met the congressional delegation when that decision was being considered. Do you think he'll fulfill that promise?
We'll have to wait till 1st of June. This is when the administration will have to make all the considerations into one person's decision, who's the president. I would like to say that there is a big expectation in Israel to see that happening at the 50th anniversary of Jerusalem unification. I think that for us, this is the most natural thing.
Well, the president, when he was candidate, also vowed to dismantle the Iran nuclear deal. Do you think that enough has been done on that front?
The teams are just starting to work on this very important issue. It's important to remember that there are more countries involved in this, there are European countries involved in this. So we need to have a global picture of how to prevent Iran to achieve nuclear weapon peace.
And because of Iran being that common denominator and that common threat, we're seeing an opportunity for Israel to forge stronger ties with Saudi Arabia and perhaps lead towards a regional peace deal. We heard from former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair saying that there is an unusual opportunity. What do you think about that?
I think the Prime Minister of Israel has been speaking about it for a while, that today more and more Arab countries feel close to Israel because we have mutual challenges and mutual threats.
If part of a peace deal, the president wants Israel to remove its settlements from the West Bank, what would you say to that?
The Israeli side is delivering a very clear message about the settlements. The settlements are there to stay. We're not going to remove settlements because when we did that in Gaza Strip, we got Hamas organization and we got rockets on 2 million people here in Israel. So now one thing is for sure, settlements are not the issue. This is why people should stop dealing with settlements as if this is what's going to bring the solution. It's not going to help.
Well, some very strong words from the Deputy Foreign Minister Tzipi Hotovely, and she was very adamant in the interview that I had with her that the Trump administration is not going to push Israel towards any two-state solution or moving away from the settlements or any deal that Israel does not support.